everybody. I'm back to fabricating, and what we're doing right now is we're making brackets that bolt into the frame. Conveniently, the Honda's real good about having lots of bolt-in spots for their motors, so I can actually run in brackets that take the motor, so I don't have to do a lot of welding. I may not have to do, well, we'll see. Anyway, so this is where we are right now. I want to show you guys. So what we fabricated, let's see, actually, this is something, I don't know if I explained it in another video or not, but I was telling you about lining up the old center of the sprocket on the Honda engine to determine as close as we can get. So this is actually would be dead center of the old sprocket. And you can see we're just offset by roughly, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. So I may be able to use my old chain. I did fabricate a couple of brackets and run them off of a bolt down here, but that didn't work because the way it was sitting, this bolt got in the way and the chain was hitting it. And I'm sitting there going, well, fuck, excuse me, that is not going to work. So we rotated we were actually able to rotate the motor more, and but it does bring it up a little bit, which is not what I wanted to do, just because I've got to get my battery in here. And I'm not quite sure on my battery size, but I mean, I know how the battery is and I have the dimensions, but I think what I'm going to have to do is mount the battery through the top here. I may have to, oh, excuse me. Anyway, what I was saying is the battery will probably go through here. And anyway, so the motors come up a little bit, and I've mounted these brackets here. This will take this, and I have to drill a hole here so that this tab on this side will, I can bolt into that. It's already threaded, so I can run a bolt into that through this tab, and that'll stiffen the motor there. And then I have these two brackets here coming off of this bolt. And that ties into the motor here and then here. So that gives it 3 points on the engine, so that'll lock the thing in pretty damn solid. This is already tied in, and then it ties into this bracket here. I will have to put some spacers just to keep everything in place, but that's minor. I'll probably just get some pipe or some to hold that. And then I have a bunch of spacers here too that I can use. These spacers. So yeah, it's just trying to get everything lined up. I was having problems side to side, so this should take care of it. Once this bracket goes into place here, so I'm having to cut this out right now, but once this is completely bolted in, then I can run some spacers between this, right here, between this bracket and this tab here, and adjust the side to side on it. And so this will determine pretty much my side to side all the way through. And anyway, that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm cutting up one more bracket right now for use. I'll bring you down while I grind it. It's got the motor's got to wrap around it like that one. So here we'll set you up. Let's see, what did I do? My earphones. Okay. I want these. So what we're doing right now is This isn't going to work. How's it going, Chris? Pretty good. I've got the bottom brackets in. It's pretty much ready to lock in place. I have one more bracket to run across, and then I can start bolting everything up. Pardon? No, not completely. It'll adjust out. Oh, shoot. It'll adjust out when I get my brackets locked in place. But yeah, I'm pretty well lined up. My sprocket's where it needs to be, other than side to side. Oh, shoot. That thing wasn't even pointing in the right direction. Sorry about that, you guys. You might have got a fisheye. Anyway, here's what I just did. So, this bracket, I ground it down so that the motor follows the curve of the motor. I probably need to grind it. Shoot. I need to grind this probably down some more, but I want to go minimal on it just to maintain maximum strength. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for the moment, and we'll get back to it in a little bit. All right, aloha. Okay, so here's a quick view of where that bracket was that I just ground down. I'll show you guys. I'll try and show you. Get a good view of it so you kind of understand what's going on. And let's see, got to bring this out. That bracket's on it, so now I have to try and get that. There we go. So that goes there, and then let's see. Shit. Okay, now that fit is not great. Now what the hell did I do? There we go. Okay. So I don't want that one hitting because it's not going to have a bolt in it. And so that's going to lift it. Okay, so I've got to go back and grind it now again. Let me see. Let's see. Let me just move this bolt. No. Okay. So I've got to cut it more towards the front and deeper. So this is kind of what we're looking at here. Now, let me see if I can set you up again so you can see this time. I can't put you on the table because I'm afraid it vibrates when I'm grinding. So run some water over this to cool it down. Oh, shoot. How do you do that? So actually what we're doing right now is pretty simple fabrication. You got this bracket that's going to go in where I just took it out, and hopefully that'll give me enough clearance just to slide past the motor. The other side's the side I've got to drill a puka in, and it will actually take the, let's see, here we go. So, I think this will show it. So, now, okay. I'd like about a 1/16 clearance so that that doesn't vibrate against the engine when it's running, and then start wearing away the body of the engine, or the motor, I'm sorry. So, here's where we are. Alright, gonna work a little better. Yeah, so I'm stoked. I've got the motor in, the sprocket in the right space within 3/4 of an inch forward of it. So that's as far back as I can move it. So I believe it's going to work well with my old chain.
Okay, so what you have now, perfect, I got the clearance I wanted, and then I'm going to have to put a spacer over here. This, or maybe not, but, let's see, I can remove these temporarily. Good. Okay. Now I've got to replace some of these bolts, they're not exact. Now, shit, how am I going to get through that? I don't think my Sharpie's thin enough to get all the way in. Not even close. Okay, so how do I do this?
Alright, so what I have to do is I have to make a mark on this side of the bracket so the bolt comes in through. This is threaded stock here, so it's not going to work. So how am I going to do this? You know what? Let me just mark this. This might work. Okay, so what I can do is I can measure from center here, from that center to this edge, and that carries through to the sides here, and then get my center line. This is the most critical up, and then there to there. This, I can just average that across. Okay, well, Now we got a trick here. So, all right. I'll take this off. Yeah, I can't really get a pencil in there. At least not a full-size pencil. So let's see, what's this doing? Okay. So I think it's 3/8 of an inch. That's what I figured it at before. Yeah, 3/8 the center.
And it's not 3/4 across. Alright, so what we do, where's my Sharpie? There we go. Yes. Let's see, how am I getting lost here? Okay, that's 16th. 3/8, okay. Here's what we're doing. Trying to determine dead center of this. We know the actual outside dimension, so oh shit. I'm not paying attention. Oh, yes, I am. 3/8, okay, so that's my mark. I gotta be close. That's gotta be center line. That is center line. So, and then okay, let's give it a try. So, what we have now is this. It's laid out, marked, center, and I can drill it out a hair big. So, first I gotta grind it. Well, I guess I don't have to. I got the grinder set up, so we're gonna do that right now. I'll grind this down. Okay.
Okay, and now it's just something you need to know. I mean, you know, when you're drilling steel, it's not about high speed. You know, they call them high-speed drill bits, but that's not what you want. You want to go just about as slow as you possibly can. You know, just a couple of 100 RPMs, because it won't. What happens is your bit gets hot and then it just starts skating on the metal. So if you go slow, I mean slow, and like this drill press, let me show you something. The drill press I have here, you can see it's multi-geared, and you change the gears by moving the belt up and down. So we're running off the motor on a small track and putting it on this. So this is about as slow as you can get. It's kind of like the gears on a bicycle. You know, on your back ones you get your maximum power by your biggest sprocket. You get your most speed by your smaller sprocket. So this is delivering max speed, and then it's reducing it by going into this. Get confused. So anyway, that's what we're dealing with right now. Hopefully you can see this. Closer. Actually, better if we go this way, so there's nothing in the way. Is that string? Okay. So what I do, right in there, you can see it's not moving real fast. I'm going to bring the table up. Yeah, let's see if I can get it from here. So here, I'm only going to bring it up a little because you guys won't be able to see it if I bring it up too much more. Start my hole, add a little bit of oil. It seems counterintuitive, but I mean it is. You think that the oil would make the bit slip, but it actually allows the cut. And it keeps the metal cooler and allows the cut to take place. Okay, so you always start with a small bit and work your way up to the size that you're going to use, because otherwise you're going to just be spinning a much bigger bit. So I go from 1/8 bit and I go up to 1/4, and we're going to end up with a 5/16 bit. So we're going to go from 1/8. Now with 1/4, let's see. No. Okay. You want to keep that hole well oiled. Yeah, what will happen is you'll bring your bits up if you're trying to keep it straight up. So you just want to take the minimal amount of steel each pass. And then 5/16. So there we go. Okay. Lubricate this thing with a little more oil. And let's finish this off. Oh. And my bit's not in properly. So that gives us our adjustment. Okay, let's go put this puppy in the motorcycle, and we can mount this now, which is way cool. So this locks everything into place, because this is the it's actually tightens right to this motor as it is threaded. So let's see, we're going to put this in. We'll get our bolts in place first.
That's it beautifully. Oh, sorry. I'm putting you guys in place so you can see things, and I'm not lining it much. Okay, see if that's a better fit. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, there's the nut for this one. Oh shoot, I gotta turn that one around. I'm not paying attention myself. Okay, so there we go. Just tighten this nut on, at least temporarily. Okay. Okay, then we'll hold this for the moment. Alright, now. Okay, and then that's this one. Okay, so let's see.
Well, welcome back. I just wanted to show you guys. I actually have all the brackets lined up. I'm going to have to get some new bolts, the correct size, but this is how the cage looks. And if you look here, we're literally a half an inch off, maybe, out. The motor's in dead spot where height-wise, where the old motor was. And check this out. I can use, let's see, there we go. My old chain will work. So, needless to say, I am stoked. So we're lining up real good. I have my master link here. I'm not going to put it on permanent yet. We got a lot of things to deal with before we get to that point. But so here's how our cradle looks. Here and back in here. All these bolts are going to need to be replaced and tightened. And yeah. So that's how the motor is going to mount. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked with this. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm sure you don't want to hear all this shit. So listen, we'll talk to you guys later, and I'll keep you guys posted. All right, aloha.